What are you doing?
We're on a mission. We're on a mission.
Mm-hmm. In the
Did you say downstairs?
I forgot what floor we were on. I was thinking about yesterday.
We're on a mission.
This is a different hotel.
We're on a mission to find caffeine.
Hot
Coffee. Caffeine is not all created equally because caffeine in soda does nothing. Mainly because of all the sugar. Caffeine in coffee, meh.
Depends on the day.
Caffeine in
Starbucks Nitro?
Starbucks Nitro, cold brew, or double shot. What's wrong with you? Or
Just like we're in The Shining, walking towards elevators. This long hallway.
caffeine in pre-workout.
Oh, it just makes me hot and it gives me like the jitters. Depending on the pre-workout.
The jitters.
The jitters.
Now we got I don't know. I really am hoping that the upload speed here at this hotel is better than the last hotel. Because the last hotel was garbage. 28-minute long video. It was 5 gigs, round up to 5 gigs. 1080p. It wasn't even 4K. And they wanted 2.5 hours upload.
Probably the same here.
Yeah, it probably sucks. But it's fine. It's cool because I'm not in a hurry to upload this one. So if I have to, I'll upload it overnight and whatever.
Do what it do.
The real question is going to be what our upload speed is like on the I was going to say booze ship. Cruise, I was going to say boat. And then I said, no, let me be sophisticated and say cruise ship. And then I said booze ship. And,
I wonder if there's actually anything in there.
I mean, there's coffee, but how old is it?
I don't care if it's hot, I'm gonna drink it.
I mean,
You'll know if it's hot or not.
it's a little thick.
Let's see.
I mean, it's
hot.
yeah, but how
So then it's new. These don't
just
stay
because
warm
it's
that
hot
long.
doesn't mean it's new. Oh, Lord. I don't know. That's not a good face. It's not a good face. You're trying to trick me into drinking this garbage. That's not a good face.
I mean, it's hotel coffee. But it's warm,
How old is it?
fresh,
How old is it?
within the last hour.
9 days old?
Yeah, within the last hour. It's fresh.
You gonna put some pumps of classic in there?
No, I don't do creamer. He's in it.
Ah.
Is that what it says?
Oh, shit. I know this is gonna be terrible, and you're tricking me.
No, I'm gonna tell the moms that they have hot coffee and hot water for tea.
We'll just tell them we come back.
Okay.
Actually, let's go outside. Tell them now. What are you wearing?
It was cold in that
What
room.
the hell? Who are you wearing?
Bucky.
Wow.
We're going to Walmart.
Oh wow. Buc-ee's is a new Walmart.
Leave me alone.
Like when you walk through Buc-ee's, it's like, what bus just let out here? Dog is huge. Dog's like a horse.
The lid.
No, I don't put no lid on my coffee. You
Have a
psycho.
room key. Not this
Well,
one.
our room's not out here, so.
We have to have a key to get back in.
You think the breakfast is gonna be any good here?
Uh-huh.
Are we eating breakfast here tomorrow?
Might as well. Unless you want to go spend money for 5 people again.
No, because that breakfast this morning was absolute trash.
Yours might have been. Well, I don't know potatoes. My potatoes are great and coffee.
What am I smelling out here?
Huh?
What am I smelling out here?
Rain. Florida rain.
I don't know. This Tampa rain is different than Destin rain.
It actually smells like sweet rain.
Sweet rain? What the hell does that
Smells
even
sweet.
mean?
I don't know. It smells sweet out here.
Sweet rain. So,
What was that movie? Sweet somebody? What was his name?
you talking about Little Sweet? The little Dr. Pepper guy? Oh, it's not even raining. Furniture's gonna be wet, but it's not even raining.
Oh, it already rained. You gonna sit down?
Are you gonna sit down?
No.
All right, we'll sit over there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll sit over there.
Or you bring dry chairs out to the. That's a lot of work.
That's uncouth.
That's a lot of work.
That's frowned upon.
It is frowned upon.
All right, it's raining again.
Okay. Coffee on here, expecting to make it.
Yeah, we'll sit right here. Maybe I can be seen in this
See?
contrasting situation. But either way,
Oh, should I take mine?
take home.
Are you going to your brand now?
I've come to the realization, not only because we received notification from YouTube about this update, this change, right? But I've come to the realization that the other realization I came to is that I don't think I need the wind diffuser on here anymore. Because I was listening to the audio from the phone at Clearwater today when it was 16 mile an hour wind. Perfectly fine.
Really?
So I think if I have this in my shirt will be enough of a diffuser on top of the processing in the phone. Like when you hear the audio, you can be like, how the hell did you do that without it? With just the phone
Because
audio?
I asked you if you wanted it. So does it still process the same if you have this plugged in
Yes,
as opposed
that's
to
what
by
I'm saying.
itself?
When you did the Walmart video, and you didn't have it on, and it was windy walking in, it was still fine. Because the phone processes the audio regardless of the mic.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
So, anybody looking to vlog on an S23 Ultra, I'm very happy we ended up with this instead of the new iPhone 14 Pros. And the only reason I wouldn't even consider an iPhone 14 Pro Max was because of the AirDrop to the MacBook Air. So it can go straight to it. But I don't have a ton of space on my MacBook Air, and typically I edit off the external hard drive. So
I record,
it was a moot
upload,
point.
and then delete, so it doesn't matter.
It was a moot point. Well, all right. So this video is going to be uploaded straight from the phone, but the editing is really just more of a compilation for the videos for the new channel. Which
new channel?
Ours, the family channel, the travel channel.
Oh, full travel life.
Yeah, right. Which is what kind of brings me here today to tell everybody about what has happened or what is happening. I don't know if dead is the right word.
Depends on what you're talking about.
This channel,
Is this your main channel?
in the eyes of YouTube,
Is this your
and
main
the
channel?
algorithm,
Is this
and the
main
powers that be,
channel? Is this the main channel?
and Neil.
Oh, the new guy. I was like, Neil. What does Neil have to do with anything?
Neil, that guy met in the corner today. He said, man, your channel's dead. No, Neil Moen. Yes, the main channel. The mic only works if you speak.
I've been saying for the last month that we're gonna get real. You okay with that?
I'll let you know after this.
Okay, but you said it out. The last month you've been like going around and around and around trying to figure out what happened, what's going on, what's changed, and I keep telling you it's not you, it's them. Literally them.
Yeah, but let's just say throughout, I don't know, the 10 different channels I have access to, they're all in similar situations.
True, all in similar situations, but honestly, yours is drastic compared to others.
That's why I'm saying I don't know if dead is the right term, right? Or is my channel taking a break? Is it transitioning? Is it re-identifying itself?
But here's the problem. You could say yes, but when you've constantly been putting stuff up and it's not getting anywhere like it should, it's not taking a break. It's not whatever. It's literally, it's like walking around with his eyes closed and just slamming in the wall. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Right, but here recently we have seen some progress, incremental progress on this channel.
Yes.
So it's like, all right, and I put up some videos today, this morning, depending on whenever y'all watch this video, that where they also shine light in areas to help me identify. It's almost like YouTube plays this hot cold game. you know?
I agree.
And so you throw a video like, oh, throw a different video, don't get warmer.
Get a little bit warmer.
So, I'm not going to give up on the channel. I'm not going to only live on this channel, which is why we have diversity in the content that we create, in the channels that we have, and the platforms that we are found on, including Patreon. But something's happening. Something's happening with my channel, with, like I said, at least 9 or 10 other channels that I have my hands in, as well as changes to new channels, and quite possibly YouTube saying you're really warm, get hot. Now I do know that from time to time, YouTube content creators will be served my videos. So quite possibly, if this reaches that audience, then and you too, you're trying to get me demonetized? What are you doing over here? I told you I'm not editing this video. Jesus Christ. Where'd you get those views? Oh wow. So if it reaches those who are interested in this type of content, and you too are also saying to yourself, thinking to yourself, seeing the numbers and the decline and the retraction and the reduction in not only reach and impressions and click-through rate percentages and views and subscriber count growth and revenue, hit me up. We can talk about it, because I think the key here is having so many different data points to pull from to try to get to a point at which you can say, I think I figured out the algorithm again.
And when you say data points, it's not just like what YouTube shows you and like analytics and stuff like that, but literally all these different niches that you have your hands in. You can see what has stayed kind of true and what has just plummeted, what has skyrocketed, what is like on this weird little roller coaster of whatnots.
And the diversity when it comes to monetizing your content when YouTube isn't the driving force in monetization, which I said before. Most of the larger channels that I am working with see a third of their revenue coming from YouTube.
Everything else from outside sources.
2/3 coming from outside sources. So if you think, for instance, Matt Walsh, when he said that YouTube was cutting into about $100,000 a month.
If you thought that was a lot for him.
So then you got to think, if that number's true, which I think it's a little low, they're being a little bit modest.
Yeah.
Then that means they got $200,000 coming in outside of YouTube, which is probably far more than that. But you got to realize that YouTube is what drives the 200.
Yeah.
You know, parts of a whole. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all forms of social media. Even for the channels that I say that get started from day one that don't meet the minimum subscriber count and view counts on long form videos or shorts, they can still be monetized from day one.
Just not on the platform itself, but because of the platform.
For instance, let's just say we're at a hotel right now. I don't remember which one it is. I got more lag. It's been all over the place. But this hotel probably could care less about views and ad revenue. They would care more about exposure and getting people to show up and book their rooms.
Yeah.
And that's a form of monetization.
I mean, think about it. These influencers who go out and they go to restaurants and show you the meal and they eat for free. That's a form of monetization. That's money that stayed in their pocket. It's getting paid basically to eat food without them handing over money.
But
so you have to look at it the right way.
But then the restaurant doesn't care about likes and subscribers or ad revenue. The restaurant cares about butts in the seats.
Yeah. They've already bought the food, so cooking it up and serving out to somebody for free isn't really that huge of a deal in the long run.
But you got to kind of like expand your mind when you're thinking about content creation and monetization and how you're going to go about this with a business plan and strategy. YouTube's doing it. YouTube has made it now to the point at which they're sending some extremely mixed signals. One being that, yeah, sure, we've lowered the threshold for requirements to earn revenue. But what they're not telling you is that they drastically cut the revenue, so that ultimately they're making it to the point at which you're not going to be able to earn a living wage, even if you once were, through the traditional method that everybody was using. Not until YouTube gets back on track, and odds are they're going to be on track for 4 consecutive quarters of negative decline in ad revenue. So until they get back on track, they're probably going to keep this at bay, and even then they're probably going to be a little bit stingy, a little bit greedy with it.
And I have noticed, I've always wondered, I don't know if this is a talking point or not, but I've always wondered if having more ads, because they put so many ads in certain videos, and in other videos they put like 2. So I always wonder if
now
ads has anything to do with.
Now they're putting a lot more. They're putting ads on everything. It's getting a little ridiculous.
Every live stream, it's in every short, beginning of every short,
it's a little ridiculous. And then the shorts creators, they're not paying them for hundreds of millions of views. They're making like $10.
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
But these are things that we actually discussed just the other day on the interactive members only live chat, where we were able to speak face to face, real time, talking to folks on a live stream over on Patreon. Which, if the internet isn't crappy on the boat, maybe we can do it again while we're on the cruise. And we definitely have more folks signing up, but the live chat, because I don't want it to get so crowded in the live chat where like it's kind of hard to have a conversation, I've limited it and capped it, and I think there's only like 2 spots open left. So if you want to engage with us on that level, talk about YouTube, talk about content creation, talk about monetization, talk about my phone saying I had another minute left, but it really didn't. So we're gonna have to cut this short because I'm running out of space. So now I will have to splice this video together. Either way, I just want to let you guys know there's some changes happening, not necessarily because I chose for them to happen, but YouTube is forcing them to happen. And if you want to see us, then you know where to find us. Links in the description down below. Subscribe if you want. Like the video. See you guys later.